Welcome back. So we've looked at Walmart Survival Kit, Amazon Survival Kit, Harbor Freight Survival Kit. So I guess it's time to do Temu's. Hey Spackman, it's actually pronounced Temu. It's Temu? Yeah, remember the Super Bowl they corrected the world? What? Ooh, 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 Temu. Remember? Shop like a billionaire? We've been saying it wrong this whole time? Well, I guess it's time to do Temu's. Before you buy it, let me try it, let you know if this is worth the money or if it's just funny. This table's from Temu too. It's a fold-out aluminum table. It's pretty cool. I've been testing it for over a month now. I like it. This part's separate. I added that in there. Off the bat, looks like we got a knife. Let's see if it's spring assisted. Oh, it is. It's a weak spring. What is up with the train when I'm always trying to record? It's a weak spring, but it... All right, I think it's done. It's a weak spring, but it is spring assisted. It's got a belt cutter and a window breaker, but pocket knife. We got a glow stick, survival bracelet, and all these survival kits. I think the bracelet's probably one of the coolest items because it's multi-functioning. It has a liquid-filled compass and it's pointing north. A whistle. I'm gonna drop the volume so I don't blow out your ears, but I'll let you know how good it is. The dog came running. That's a good whistle. That is a good whistle. The ferro rod seems rather small. Let's see if it works. That throws some nice sparks. Survival bracelet in the survival kit. This is good. It seems small too, like for small wrists, which I have a tendency to not use them because they don't fit me very well. Because I'm the size of an extra large child or a small man. And that is a nice fit. I actually like that fit on this survival bracelet. I might actually wear this one. Oh, this is kind of cool. These are tiny little screwdrivers that go on your keychain. We have a Phillips and a flathead. But these are a cool little item to have in a survival kit. This is a first aid kit that comes with it. We'll go over the contents of this. Can you be quiet, bro? Can you be quiet? We'll go over the contents of this in a little bit. You know what? Before we get into the rest of this, let's go into the contents of this. It comes with a reusable Ziploc bag. A whole buttload of Band-Aids. Like a lot. Oh, these are the finger Band-Aids. Let's see if they're fabric or the crap plastic ones. I have a feeling they're the crap plastic ones, but let's open them up and find out together. Yes, crap plastic ones. Let's check the rest of the... They're kind of a mix between fabric and plastic. This is better than the plastic ones, but not as good as the fabric ones. They're not that bad. Really, bro? Let's try the finger ones. These are different than the single Band-Aids. They are the plastic ones, but they're better than nothing. And you get a whole lot of them. There's a whole lot of Band-Aids right here. Triangular arm sling. Oh, an instant ice pack to keep your beers cold. I like that. Nice handful of alcohol pads. A whole bunch of sting reliefs. Antiseptic iodine pads. And then some more antiseptic pads. Gauze bandage. Cheap plastic tweezers. A little pair of scissors. Which work. I probably shouldn't have opened up that iodine pad, but I totally just did. Well, let's check it. Let's see if it works as an iodine pad. Oh yeah, that turned my finger orange. Or red. All of them. Okay. It smells bad. It smells like hose water, like garden hose water. That's the exact smell, garden hose water. That's weird. Ooh, some cotton balls. Fire starters? They're not fire starters, they're for first aid, but you can use it for a fire starter. Let's try them. That was on fire. That works. Cotton balls. 80 Q-tips. You can use these to wipe up your tears, use the cotton to start a fire, or clean out your ears. Elastic crepe bandage. Oh, it's got the Ace bandage clips on there. So it's a stretchy type gauze with clips. A small thing of medical tape. This is a really small piece of medical tape. This is a CPR mask. The plastic thing goes over somebody's face, and then it's got a mouthpiece that you blow into to keep you safe from people's mouths, I guess. Safety pins. 2 pairs of the thinnest disposable gloves I've ever seen. I mean, they work. They're better than nothing, but they are so thin. I mean, like, really thin. So to go along with the first aid portion of this, I purchased one of these. This is a staple remover, and this is a preloaded staple gun for sutures. I think this is a great addition to your first aid survival kit. You don't need to know how to sew, but you can suture a big wound with a staple gun. And this is the removal kit for the staples. These things work great. I've used a pair of these to remove staples from Remy after his porcupine attack. And for a shit hits the fan scenario in apocalypse, this could be a valuable item to your group of people that you're with, or just yourself. With this, you can suture up a wound and possibly save your life. And Temu is selling this. Man, it's wicked cheap. I'll leave the price in the listing right here, but I want to say this was under $5. Listing right here for this staple gun. Go check that out. Add this to any one of your survival kits. This is pretty cool. Back to the survival kit. Get a black and white American flag, because America. Bottle holder. Now, I've given bottle holders a lot of flack in the past because I just don't understand why you'd have this in a survival kit. But in one of my last videos, somebody commented about carrying an empty water bottle with one of these, which I feel that's a great use for this. Empty water bottles could be used for many things. You can make a fish trap out of them, carry dirty water, carry clean water. You can even carry supplies in a water bottle to keep them dry. So an empty water bottle holder, not a bad idea. A tiny fishing kit. It looks like it has 1 hook, nope, 2 hooks. A tiny hook and a semi-bigger hook, 2 swivels, 2 slip sinkers, I think they're called slip sinkers, and then some fishing eggs and a bunch of line. I really enjoyed little fishing kits like this, but I wish they included the little shrimp lure that I always talk about. The little shrimp lure is pretty cool. Looks like we have a hank of paracord type line. This is not 550-pound paracord, but it might have some inner strands. It looks like it does, but I highly doubt this is going to hold 550 pounds. This feels more like the Dollar Tree paracord. It does have inner strands, seven inner strands, but it is not a very high tensile strength. But you get paracord. Looks like about 3 meters, 10 feet-ish. One of these stupid credit card knives things. It does have a bottle opener and a can opener, so I guess for the can opener, this is pretty cool, because having a can opener is pretty good in a survival situation. It does have a little cutting edge here, and a saw, and a screwdriver, and a ruler. And by golly, I think that's American measurements. That looks like inches. I have a tendency to call these useless, but if a survival kit doesn't come with another bottle opener and can opener, this might actually be useful. Some waxed fire starter ropes. Let's test those out if there's another fire starter in here. And there is. A wire saw. Wire saws are useful. They're very fragile, so the best use case for a wire saw is to make a bow saw out of it. Get a bow stick and attach both ends to the saw stick and make a bow saw out of it. When you end up using it like this, it can pinch the wire and then snap it very easily, so make a bow saw out of one of these. Oh, we got a spork with some line. This string must be just to attach the knife to a stick to make a spear. A spork and spoon, lashing holes for your spear, a knife with no tip, and a little gut hook. I think that's actually a bottle opener right there. Let's test the whistle. Again, I'll tone down the sound for you. That's decently loud. Not as loud as the bracelet, but you get a spork and knife set. Ooh, a flashlight. It feels heavy, but I highly doubt there's batteries in here. No battery. So you gotta add your own battery and then add a piece of paper to stop it from going dead on you. It looks like it's zoomable with a pocket clip. Another whistle. This is a third whistle in the set. I'll tone it down. That's loud too. Not as loud as the bracelet, but louder than the spork. Another glow stick, so there's actually 2 glow sticks. Now here is an emergency blanket. I think every survival kit needs an emergency blanket. This is cover, this is warmth, this is shelter. You can use it to collect water. Survival blanket, I think, is essential for every survival kit, especially for the cost of them. They're so cheap. Every survival kit should include this. That took some force to break it, but it did break. This is on the better side of survival blankets I've seen, actually. It was rather hard to rip it and big enough to wrap yourself up in it. And I can feel the warmth already. It works. It's a survival blanket. They're meant to reflect 99% of your body heat back to you. It feels like it's reflected about 95%, I'd say. 95% of body heat. That's a pretty tough survival blanket. You get the bag. The bag seems decent quality. Same with the zippers. They seem to work. Last piece of kit is a fire starter, a ferro rod. This works. I feel like the bracelet might have thrown more sparks, or more consistent sparks or something. Let's try out these fire starters now. All right, first I'm gonna light one and see how long it burns for. Start the top stopwatch now. While that's burning, I'm gonna see if we can catch one with a spark. There we go, that's on fire. Not bad, that works. Ferro rod works, fire starters are working. Semi-wind resistant. I highly doubt I can spit on it. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's not bad. I'd be lying if I say I wasn't impressed with that. I just spit on it 3 times and it's still sizzling, but it's on fire. I just blew it out. It took 3 breaths. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that going again without a flame. It's still sizzling from my spit. This is a pretty good fire starter. And it's still going. Let's test the alcohol prep pads. Ow! Burn count 1. That was stupid. I couldn't see the flame. I guess that's alcohol. It went out though. It melted my Band-Aid. Oh, fire's out. 8.5 minutes. 8 minutes, 30 seconds. All right, the 4 fire starters, they exceeded my expectations. Run for 8.5 minutes. The alcohol pads are made out of alcohol. Sometimes you really never know. Let me show you the melted part of my Band-Aid. Melted a little bit right there. This survival kit, guys, this is Spackman from the future. The survival kit right now is $1. That's right, guys. You can get the survival kit for $1. If you scan this QR code right here, Temu's going to give new users of their app this survival kit for $1. For $1, I gotta say, this is well worth the money. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of that price. It's $1. Go buy it. If you search for this code right here, you can get a $100 bundle coupon inside of the app. So go check this stuff out if you guys are interested. This is a pretty cool survival kit. Next week, I'm reviewing this.